The Earth is gone. We destroyed it to stop something worse.
Come closer.
We failed. It doesn't speak. It makes you listen. Now humanity survives in fragments. Colonies, wreckage, salvage. And the places we were told never to go. You are not heroes. You are what's left.
We miss you.
Return.
We are still here.
Don't forget us. Do you hear the call? Do you hear it? The Earth is gone. We destroyed it to stop something worse.
Come closer.
We failed. It doesn't speak. It makes you listen. Now humanity survives in fragments. Colonies, wreckage, salvage. And the places we were told never to go. You are not heroes. You are what's left.
We miss you.
Return.
We are still here.
Don't forget us. Do you hear the call? Do you hear it?
Hello and welcome to Tattletales RPG, where the table may indeed be virtual, but you are most certainly welcome at it. We return to what is perhaps my favourite session of the week, Voidcall. Where last we left off, our party of the crew of the Babylon have made their way to the Red Hook space station in orbit of Mars. Here you have managed to find work, quests and other forms of income, as your debt to the CCC, the coalition of compromised citizens, has grown, and you need to start paying it off to the tune of 17.5 million lattice a year. 17.5 million lattice, 2%, 350,000 lattice a year, 30,000 lattice a month. Of your current paycheck as a party, you hold 26,155 lattice, after having to pay for your medical bills at the end of the last session, which ran you a fucking expensive amount of money, as you currently owe the Red Hook space station 3,845 lattice. I believe you did pay that off, though, in medical bills.
Yes, we paid off the medical bills.
Let me make a note of that, then. I will keep a tracker of everyone you owe money to. It will come back to haunt you.
Great. We're just the debt collectors knocking on the door. We have a High Court writ order from Red Hook, from the CCC, to seize and retain any assets to repay the debt to Red Hook Incorporated.
Wondrous.
Horrific. So, This culminated with various problems, in addition to damages done to another vessel by your shuttle, the Cameron, who was notoriously bloodthirsty and ripped the innards out of one of its sister ships in the kennels where your shuttle was being kept. You were, however, able to talk your way out of it. And if I specifically show you, you talked your way out of it with this gentleman. If you would look into the chat we're in, because I'm still working on his token. This is the prison guard, the Red Hook guard you've been fucking with for quite a while now, and whose life you are slowly ruining. Slowly.
Oh, TG's.
Though I do think actually he might have a date with Liam, so... Swings and roundabouts.
Well,
By your own admission, we've already fucked.
I think you track of all the NPCs you slap it down sexual style with. It's becoming a problem.
You're becoming the problem, you just can't keep up.
Yeah.
Kitty got claws.
Yes. So, in order to make good of your debts and to keep moving, you have gone and returned to your mission to kill the Red Hook Latcher, or as you now know, the Red Hook Latchers, plural. In doing so, you have now, instead of re-entering the vent shafts where you nearly died, and David had visions of Morvelos, the Hound of Death, we instead are on the exterior of the Red Hook. As you have exited onto the exterior, everything around you has begun to drift. You are latched on to the skin of the Red Hook, quite literally, for only 2 meters below you, through the armor paneling of the Red Hook, you would find the flesh of the space station itself. You've latched on with, penguin clips and your EVA suits grappling on, and have made slow progress around the exterior of the ship. Pat and David, you came across access ports and entranceways, power conduits that had been left exposed. But the true horror was the discovery made by Valen and Kalia, the hanging bodies from the salvage crane that swings in the empty void, framed against the crimson planet in the background. Did I give you all +1 stress last session? Are we all nicely stressed out?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Then why is Alfred on no panic?
What?
Yeah, same with Kalia.
You actually omitted me because I wasn't in range for it.
Well, you are now, because you can see those bodies.
Am I?
We did the air.
You're
I'm a
literally
long way
by the
away.
crane.
Yeah, you're
No,
next to the
not.
crane.
You're
No,
Oh,
Yeah,
so I
the
am.
crane is here.
Yeah.
Look
I
at
don't actually. No,
the
before
massive crane.
No, you
I
had a
averse
full
my
air supply
eyes.
in response to seeing the bodies all of a sudden swing out. That's what it was. You had us do an air supply test.
Good. Well, everyone needs to get 1 stress as well, because bodies. The bodies hanging from the crane are the ones of the former crews that have been sent to investigate the Latchers. Red Hook Guardian EVA suits have been torn open. Entrails hang out of them like spaghetti over the edge of the bowl. The dome helmets that they were in show cracks and shattered pieces, and inside the asphyxiated, frozen bodies of the men who wore them. I need all of you to tell me what you're doing.
I believe Caspian is still kind of just like elbow deep in wiring.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
He was trying to get things up and running out here.
Okay. What do you mean by up and running? What are you going to try and achieve?
I was trying to fix up, so trying to get the crane operational,
Mm-hmm.
I believe, and it was also to see if I could, if there was any like door access or exterior access panels that I could open from here.
Okay, make a contact roll for me, please.
Two successes.
Why is the music not working? 2 successes. So, fiddling around inside the exposed wires, you can see that these appear to have been deliberately slashed. Tensile marks scrape across the copper that sort of leave furrows in the metal underneath. It's not going to be a case of fixing these. Maybe Valen could, with a very high heavy machinery check. But this looks to be deliberate sabotage.
Oh
Captain.
boy.
These did not break by accident or by a stray asteroid hit. Something cut these wires. Over.
No guess what cut them. It's pretty obvious. Just how the
Well-
fuck did they fucking manage to disable the crane in such a way after hanging it? And also why?
Well, these
Could I
wires
tell
wouldn't
which
be directly
wires?
linked to the crane, I should stress.
Yeah, I was just going to ask which. Could I tell from positioning roughly what these wires would have been controlling?
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be a further contact. 3 successes needed.
Okay. I've 2 successes. Can I take one of my successes from the last one?
If you, you can do the
Yep.
carryover thing.
I'll carry over the 1 success that I didn't use, and that'll give me 3 successes.
These wires would allow you to open one of the heavy access ports, sort of going deeper into the ship.
I will relay that. These ones would definitely access to one of the heavy access ports. Captain. I can't tell which one exactly though.
Shit. Not out of what we were, not far from what we were expecting, but still not ideal. Right. No, it's not as if they would have left them there without cause. This is clearly a feeding ground.
As you are sort of observing into this, you are, as you say it, you are quite confident, yeah, this probably is a feeding ground. Which then begs the question, where are the latches?
Captain, from what I can see, there are a few possibilities from where they're coming. The most obvious is the big hole in the hull.
Well, that's a given in this scenario, but yes, I do agree.
There's also the service maintenance crawlway, the service, any of the access hatches. These things were built for repairing. Actually, speaking of built for repairing, is there any sections in what I'd be able to see that have obvious, you know, the stuff that was on the doors, the
Vamos.
Yeah,
Yep.
the mucus.
You would
Mucus,
need to
yeah.
investigate specific areas. From where you are, no, but you are on the right line of thinking. So we will return back to you Liam and Phil, what are you guys up to?
Carlisle would be investigating because the signs of the lurchers are present. Their presence, however, is not. Is there any kind of indication to say if they have been made alert of another priority, such as a target, or
As
are
if,
they
like, have they
securing
gone
their own
past,
nest?
you know?
Yeah.
Interesting. Observation check for me then, please. Okay, you keep cool. 1 success.
Singular success.
They're not here. Looking at these hanging bodies, they've been there for some time. I can't describe them drifting in the breeze because you're in the empty void of space. But just looking at the bodies, they look like they've mostly been devoured. You get the feeling the Latchers come here as a last resort. They may be able to survive in the vacuum of space, but they're not exactly happy about it.
Right. In which case, I think that I might investigate the corpses on the crane.
Mm-hmm. In what manner?
Have they been eaten in any way, or is this more of a warning?
First things first, make me a mobility check to climb up the crane. Okay.
A
A
success.
success. You're able to sort of limber up, and with the help from Valen's multiple arms, you climb along, hook yourself in, climb along, hook yourself in, climb along, hook yourself in, until you're adjacent to one of the bodies. With significant effort, you push it, and it will do this for a long time, because, you know, space. This doesn't look like something fed on it. The wounds and the gashes are visceral. It looks more like a warning would be too intelligent for the Latchers. It looks far more like an effigy.
Captain, I'm a little concerned over the lack of lurchers present. The bodies are displayed almost as a tribute, an effigy. It is not standard, and highly suspect of the standard mode of operation that I would expect of mindless beasts. Would you
Right.
suggest that we do venture in at this point?
Well, at this point in time, first things first is to ensure that we curry favour with the CCC. Take the bodies. We need to get those bodies down and off there. Because if they are, especially if they are worshippers of the more local religion of Morvelos, they will have wished to proceed with the correct funeral rites.
I appreciate and I agree with you in normal circumstance, Captain. However, there is no guarantee that we will be leaving these chambers if we do not deal with the lurcher threat. I am lament to leave them here, but without dealing with the issue first, there is absolutely no reason why we should retreat for the sake of a few bodies at this moment in time. More will simply take their place.
Why we're not simply retreating, we'll simply, with our, once we pick an access hatch, We'll pick an access hatch which we know they are not using and place them within it. From there we will enter one of the more obviously used access hatches. And that way, once we've dealt with the Scourge, we can simply guide our new comrades to their fallen allies.
With respect, Captain, we don't have much time, and they're not going anywhere.
But now, no. But we don't know how these things pass.
Captain, we don't have the time to waste.
Can he?
Valen, your input on this matter?
I agree with Caspian. I think we need to try and preserve them as best we can, but we need to follow the lurchers.
Seems I've been vetoed. Very well. We'll have it your way then. Find me an access hatch which we know they're using, so that we can go deal with this fucking wretched beasts quickly.
Okay.
I have a debt to pay me.
As you guys are saying this, I'd like everyone to make observation checks, please. Valen. As Valen, you are watching and keeping an eye on Carlia, you can see that the Red Hook space station is shifting ever so slightly. Obviously it orbits and rotates around Mars, and something pricks against your eye and begins to hurt as you look out into space. You can see there is a sunrise over Mars, and the white beams of sunlight are beginning to hit your visors.
Damn, there's no radiation protection out here.
There is indeed no radiation protection on the exterior.
I think we need to find an access port very quickly.
What are you doing,
Give me
Tim?
2 seconds. Can I make my way to the maintenance access hatch over here?
Yeah, absolutely.
And can I take a look to see if there's any of the mucus or anything
Well,
around here that would indicate?
Before you do, mobility check for me, please, because you are spacewalking, and a power supply roll. Nice.
3 successes on that.
Nice.
Power supply roll. Which I don't have a power supply to get.
Inventory. You are wearing an AR Marcy compression suit. So under General, go down, Consumables, Air, and click the little button next to Air.
Oh, air supply, not power
Yes,
supply.
oh, sorry, yes. So this is your air supply.
It
Okay, one
goes
fail.
down one.
The 2 successes. So, Caspian, you realizing the threat immediately, being a pilot and knowing that unfiltered UV sunlight is a quick bait, especially with Homoazide running through all your veins, you rush forwards, you declamp from your penguin clip, push off from the side of the Red Hook, slick your penguin clip around the side of the sort of hub area there, and winch yourself out as the whole Red Hook tilts. And I need everyone to make either heavy machinery, survival, or mobility. Because the whole Red Hook is going to shift its centre of gravity.
Can I use one of my successes to pass it automatically?
Yes, though next time you need to declare that in advance. And I'll be stricter on that from now on.
How do I add the +2 to my?
So when you
the
roll
little
it, right click before
I
you roll,
think
right click on the skill and it will come up with a modifier box.
Oh, okay. Then disregard previous. Oh yeah.
Okay, so one success, one success, one success, no successes on Carlia, no success. Valen?
Yeah, pushed on that one, so I did get a success.
Ah, damn it. Alright. Where's David's roll?
Survival just
There it
above
is,
Carl
yep.
Lyre's.
As the red
Push.
hook twists to the side, its inertial gravity moves in such a way that on the inside it's kind of like a Dyson sphere. Everything stays the same as the space station moves around it. You see where you zoomed out and looking down. One moment, I'll show you on the map. Using this red hook layout map, which for some reason you can't see. Hang on. There you go. You can see how it has these intersecting lugs. You are basically on this orange one here, at the bottom of the cradle. Those lugs move, twist around. And it takes all of your strength, all of your quickness to not fall off. Liam, there's a moment on the crane as you slip and you swing from your harness, and you as that dizzying moment as the Red Hook space station moves away from you and you become weightless before the line goes ting, and the metal thread goes taut. But this is Voidcall. I would like you to roll me a 1 dice, Liam. If you roll a 1,
I don't want to.
the line snaps.
What kind of dice?
Just a d6. Essentially, on a panic result, the line snaps.
Nope. Wrong one. There we go.
Dice tray is at the bottom to use as well. On a 6, Liam, you are floating in space off of the crane, held taut by your line, literally a lifeline feeding you back to the crane. Guys, you can see the crane is beginning to give way and break away from the station.
Can Fallon help?
Yeah, everyone can make an action, absolutely.
Oh boy. I guess Fallon will try to grab Carlisle.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my foundry has
No,
decided to
it's doing that.
refresh.
It's doing that to everyone. Hey, Novo.
Okay, right.
Novo is asking about full-on spacewalks. Yes.
Yeah, I think Valen would be in the best position at the moment, but
So, what
Yeah.
roll would I?
What are you
would
trying to
Fallon
do?
need
You're
do?
reaching out with your Dockhock arms.
Yeah,
Okay.
just whatever I can to try and grab.
Okay, I'm going to need a series of rolls here for you then. Because if you look at the top right here, yeah, I'm going to be a dick. The clocks are back. Bob's favourite module.
My least
So-
favorite.
Valen,
Oh,
First
that's
check
countdown.
is a mobility check to get within range of Liam.
Did I say I was going to die today?
I don't know, did you?
1 success, 1 panic. Valen, you see Kalai and you go, shit, shit, and you run forward, and it's a weird thing, seeing Valen sprint at full pace. Have you guys, obviously you've seen Revenge of the Sith when Grievous does the little thing with all of his extra limbs? Valen's a bit like that in that he just goes fully like a baby in a carrier with his arms just grabbing, pulling, and he slings himself up to the top of the crane. You did panic though, so the clock increases by 1. Liam, as you pull away, the line drops slightly, the crane shifts. What's everyone else doing?
I possibly wouldn't be fully aware of what's happening there just yet.
I think you guys
And I
would
think
hear on the
Caspian
comms whatever
will
Liam's about to say.
But I was going to say, I'd possibly prioritise having a way of getting in out of the radiation.
Okay,
Once,
getting out of the radiation
like,
is going to consist of what's it called? Getting in.
Which is why I'm going to see. Yeah, which is why I'm going to see if I can access this maintenance hatch, and if there's any of that mucus residue.
This
while
one
I'm doing
here,
it.
or number 13?
Number 13.
Number 13, you can easily open it up. It's kind of like a bicycle shed-sized sort of hatch. At the bottom of it, there is a layer of grating that you would need a key to open up and go down into. But there does not appear to be any sign of mucus.
I will move over to Pat. Do you need a mobility check for that?
Yes, please, and an air supply roll.
I'll do the mobility first. Where the would mobility or survival be most applicable here?
Mobility,
Or is
because
it
you're moving.
Mobility, yeah.
Mobility.
Or is one success. And then a air supply. All is good. Pass on both.
Okay. On both, you're able to jump down, landing next to Stinger. Do you try and cuddle up in the bin?
I'll go, right, what have we got? I'll look down, I'll say, look down at the grate that he's now revealed and say, on 3 we both stamp on through. Break it open.
Possible if we can get there in inertia, but I don't like the odds of just 2 of us breaking it. But it's better than nothing.
Yeah, and then obviously while this is then going on, we just hear Kalaya just go, fucking shit.
Well, Liam, what's Kalaya saying during all of this?
Kalaya is just going to exasperatedly just call out, "Can we please just sort something, please?"
As she sort of calls that out, you can hear a ting as one of the bits of the metal string pings out of the side. That's 1 added. So you're up to 2 because of the panic roll. Valen, back to you. Kalaya, you can see that wire is beginning to strain. The crane is beginning to pull away from the side of the red hook. What are you going to do?
I am going to attempt.
Respectfully, I was going for Valen first.
No, sorry.
Sorry, just to give everyone there. Would your thing help Valen's decision?
Yes, kind of.
Okay, then in that case, what were you going to do so that he informed?
I was going to see if I can. I was going to see if I could use a burst of my oxygen to kind of cast me closer.
It would cost you a full oxygen tank. Like, I'm not going to have it be half and half. I'm not dealing in trades. It will be a full delete one from your inventory. But I will give bonuses to Valen.
I have, because this was given out, because 2 was given out last time and I had the spare one. I have the spare one.
You do, you've got 3, yeah.
And I have the other one.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I don't.
Cool.
What's up, Pat?
Hmm?
What's up, Pat?
No, sorry, ignore me.
Ah. Okay.
So we can do that. So that was that playing then for
So, what are you
stuff
going
I'm
to do, Valen?
then trying to grab whoever then.
Yep. Liam, are you releasing the air to try and help?
Yes.
Okay. So, knock one of those off of your character sheet, Liam. Roll me 2d6 and take the higher result.
Me early.
Is that
Oh,
a double
the-
ones?
No, those are just blank ones. They're the success or the failure ones.
Alright, give me 2 seconds then. Here we go. Okay, 4. So, Valen, as you see the burst of air compressed from Carlia's spacesuit, she twists and begins to plummet towards you, kind of in your direction. You throw out your semi-mechanical bionic hands. Can you make me... Ooh, what would this be? Strength. Make it a close combat check and have +3. How many did I roll? +4 dice for Liam's interaction.
Oh, Dan's right. That's the right thing. +3.
+4 for Liam. Liam gave you +4.
4. Okay. Wow.
What we got? 3 successes. Valen, you throw your hands out, grab onto Kalia, and pull her just as the crane breaks off and goes drifting into space. Liam, you now need to make a mobility check for me.
Oh dear. Oh
This is
dearie,
'cause you're
dearie,
still
dearie.
attached to the crane. Oh, by the way.
3 successes, 1 stress.
3 successes. At the last possible moment, as the crane pulls away from Red Hook, you don't try and grab it and unclip. You just twist and break the connection to your own suit, and you watch as the crane drifts down towards Mars with a trailing safety line behind it. Both of you grasp onto one another as you land back onto the floor of the Red Hook exterior. I need mobility checks from both of you to get inside before you're hit by the radiation.
Two successes.
Nice. Two successes, Valen. And a success from Valen. Okay. Both of you dash across the open way, and you're able to duck into these vents. Undercover, hiding, as the sun blindingly scorches across the entirety of the Red Hook space station. Hot breath.
Oh boy.
You quietly couple of seconds maybe. What do you want to do? The light is still on the station.
Over comms, you'll just hear everybody still alive.
Barely. Thanks to Valen, though, I might be alright.
Good, good. Right. Where's everybody cubbied up, just for reference?
Sorry, what was that, David?
Where is everybody covered up, just for reference? Myself and Stinger are in 13. Hatch 13.
I didn't actually see him because of the flare.
You're just in random vents, you don't know.
Fine.
Like, these
I
aren't
just
labeled,
dived into
these
the
are just...
nearest bench. I think I'm close by.
Situation and location currently indeterminate. Is there anything around me that would indicate,
Make
like
an observation
signage?
check.
Fuck you, I shall push. Two successes, one stress.
Okay. 2 successes, 1 stress. You gain the stress because you've jumped down into this hatch, and you look up as the dome of your helmet tries its best to block out the sun. You still wince, so you look down from the light, and you get a... something like rain hits the back of your helmet, registers like rain.
Would it be indicative water purification?
You know,
Not water, like... I don't know, but it... Captain, but it feels... wet. Here.
as that happens,
Wet. How?
This is equally as your guess as good as mine on this occasion, Captain.
Joy.
Valen, you have jumped
Yeah.
into this event, and you sort of, okay, I'm alive, and you dare not look up at the blinding light. But you can at least readjust. If you wanted to, you could climb up a little bit and just sort of like be in a bit of a safer, stronger position.
Yeah.
As you go to climb up, there's a squelching as you pull yourself up slightly, and looking down, you are stood in a puddle. And that puddle is made of waxy, melted human flesh that is softly bubbling around your boots. Like, and you know it's definitely human flesh because that's what human skin does when it swells and bloats. But also from the teeth and the eyes and the stretched faces that pop every so often when it boils in the sun's heat. Each of you hear a gentle tapping of something nearby moving. What do you want to do?
Just gonna say, I think it's nearby. I think I'm standing in its residue or on it or something.
Well, yeah, that's not the position we need you in. To say the least, right. Okay. Do you have an access, are you stood on an access grid nearby? On top of an access grid, or is it just ladder down?
As you are saying this, David, you need to roll me a survival check.
That is 3 successes.
3 successes. You go to say this. Are you stood on access or and then a shadow passes over you, and you stop talking. You're getting very loud for a man within rending distance. I need all of you to gain +1 stress, please, as each of you see latchers climbing up around the exterior of the ship. They're slovenly in their movements, but there's maybe 20 of them, 30, and they climb on every surface, trying to raise as high a point. Most of them coming out of this area here, number 9. But all over the place, ultimately. Every vent is opened. So has everyone had that extra stress, please?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now,
Yep.
are there any actions that would result in initiative?
What I was going to do
Mm-hmm.
is, but now after being told to be quiet, I would stop before I started. I was going to use my cutting torch to like cut the grid open so we could get into the station proper.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, would I be able to like pick up like a tiny piece of like scrap metal and try and pick the lock?
You can, but I warn you, any failure risks detection. But you can.
I will hold up because myself and Al are in the same one.
Mm-hmm.
Point at the piece of metal in my hand and point at the grid and make it like a scooping motion, like a picking motion. Throwing this on the captain.
Love it. What's the captain gonna do?
I don't know if you saw that part.
So what?
Open Discord.
Ideally talk.
But I mimed it for him because we're doing miming.
You haven't got your camera on. Also, we're a podcast. Like, my brother
I
in
mime
Christ.
out, covering my eyes, and then cut for him to then like cut along the edge as if it's like a welding torch.
Well, no, I'm not using the welding torch because that's definitely going to make noise. I'm going to try and pick the lock. Then
Okay.
I have been given the go-ahead by the captain. Would this be a mobility check?
This
to
would
do
be
this
mobility.
quietly?
This would be mobility.
I'm going to ask, would being given that permission count as a help action?
It's a bit of a stretch, but I'll allow it. Like, alright.
I'll take everything I can.
While you are going to make that roll, Liam and Phil, what are you doing?
Phil, you go first.
I will be just trying to hunker down, I guess. I don't know what's gonna happen, so I guess I'll be ready for anything.
Okay, I wish there was a stealth. Both of you, okay, so you make a mobility for me, if that's okay.
Me?
Yep. And Liam, what were you going to do?
I am going to go west. I'm going to go westerly along the corridors as much as I can and be as silent as I can.
Okay. Mobility check. You're going out into the sun, or are you using the crawl shaft?
I'm using the crawl shaft.
Okay, this is where it gets fun. Please, can you make me a stamina check?
Four successes.
4 successes. Where are you going? Can you ping on the map for me?
I'm going
Into
westerly. The
space.
port. Yeah.
Okay. You're currently suffering from... Remember, guys, your conditions are also there for roleplay. So you're currently suffering from shakes and jumpiness. So, Kalaya, you ease the hatch down. Don't look, don't look. That dripping on your head, you know now that it's mucus. You're an old vet, Liam. You've done this sort of thing before. But it's rare for you to feel claustrophobic. But you do, looking at this tunnel. Pitch black, with a blinding white light behind you. Do you know what that means? Anything in that tunnel can see you. Because you're silhouetted against it. And you're going in blind. One hand. Next hand. You'd use the internal rungs. There's a clang from above you and you look up at the grating as a latcher climbs over, kneels on top of where you are, and you get a trickling stream of piss over your visor as the latcher rolls its shoulders and makes this noise as you see its skin slightly rejuvenating in the sun. A little bit of information comes to you each. Clone stock built for longevity with photosynthetic skin. This is how they re-energize.
Ugh.
But you are able to ignore the stream of piss on your face, and you make it to this crossroads where you would find a heavy iron grating in front of you, and on the other side of it, visible, is Valen. In essentially a box that is filled up to the ankles with bubbling human flesh. That's just it's the side of the Red Hook.
Oh.
Oh,
Valen would just make a cutting sound across a cutting gesture across her throat to shut him up, and just gesture, continue going west.
I got 3 successes for opening that grate violently.
Okay. Opening the grate. I hope this is as tense as I'm trying. Opening the grate silently. Is this to get up on deck? Where are you going?
No, this was... So, you said when we got in there was a grate underneath us.
Yes, there is, yeah.
So that's the grate I was opening.
Got you.
So like
No stress.
I picked the lock, and
Yep.
it's like the entire grate gives way, but at the last second
Yep.
I catch it before it can clatter to the ground.
That, you hold it and you... it's like a U-bend underneath that you could drop down, and you would basically gain this access vent here. You would move and you would gain access to the... You see these lines? They're the vent ways that you're currently using. So you could essentially go that way.
Yeah, I will like just lower the grate to the side soundlessly,
Nice.
motion to the captain, and I'll start slowly making my way using my visor in the infrared to like look down the shaft.
Okay, observation check for me then. And if the more successes you get, the better.
One success, one stress. My hands are still shaking from the grate almost falling.
The grate almost falling, you're able to slide down. It's awful because you can't do a Marilyn Manson and suck your own dick. You have to bend over. A plague on us all. You have to bend to go to where you want. You would have to bend over double, and like crawl, which your spine physically isn't capable of. So what you have to do, Pat, is worse. you holding the grate, you slide it up, and with your safety line, you have to unclip and slide foot first down the U-bend. And then almost like upside down spider, like I take the kids on regulation breaks. A lot of the latches is inspired by the autistic children I work with. You have to crawl your feet first down the corridor, pushing your way, until eventually you're behind this energy hub here. And there's a from the energy hub. If you're quiet, Pat, you could communicate to the others because you reckon your voice would be covered by the sound of the hub. So, we'll come back to you because then it will be David and then Valen.
Right. So... Alright, so Pat has opened up the grate to... move down.
But again, it's that U-bend that you're going to have to go around.
Yeah. I'm just trying to observe the... observe everything. Okay. So, moving down into the tunnel. I will move toward... So, from where Pat was, he went through the U-bend and... like, up and then through the U-bend.
Yeah. So he didn't go up. It's a case of it's you were stood on a grating. Yeah, but okay. So map's not 3D. You were stood on a grating.
Yeah.
Lifted the grating up, nearly dropped it. Panic. He's good. He then has had to detach his line, and using the really weak gravity of the red hook because they're on the skin, slide down the U-bend and then crawling foot first towards the energy hub. That makes sense?
Yes.
Sweet.
Okay, and I will... to imitate his action to get out, to get lower down, away from the rays of the sun. To try and keep us in somewhat of a tight, close-knit unit that we're not too spread out. So you need
Okay, so mobility check for me.
a mobility check. Mobility is there. I will push that. It's 2 successes.
Okay, 2 successes. Okay. Pat, as you are sat, essentially like knees to your chest, you can see there's a latcher above you, and the latcher's chest has peeled open like a flower, and its heart has sort of risen out of its chest, suspended on internal limbs, like a little pair of hands inside its own chest cavity. And you can see the fingers of these little baby hands are pumping their own heart. And the whole thing has opened up like a flower to the sun's rays. As you're sort of looking at that going, oh fuck, rampant hemoicide is bad. There's a shuffle and you instantly go for your gun and you look down the way you came, which for you, you're kind of still in that U-bend bit, so your feet are slightly above you, and you see David, or Alfred, coming to join you. And again, I've got to try and make an art of that.
I like raise one of my hands like in a kind of shushing motion, and I kind of set my comm to the lowest like sound it can, so that, and so like, I just. I don't know if that came true.
It did not.
It did
I'm really
not.
sorry.
I'll just say it. I whisper one above.
Okay. And it sort of rests, doesn't seem to notice you. Makes that awful trilling noise, the rapid beeps, but it doesn't notice you. And I do love that if you read the chat, Novo has worked out what it is, which is always very satisfying.
I will respond in kind. Perfectly just low setting and whispering. We need to link up with the others somehow in a lower place. Taking saying each word 10 times, like extremely slowly, like a space between each word. So it's just like, we need to, like that, and link up. That's just repeat, and obviously just saying what I said, just taking the breaks so that there's time between the hums to cover up what I'm saying.
You two have limited construct. Oh, was that Kalaya? What was that?
I have no idea.
Was that Liam just having a stroke? Like, what was going
I think that was just something in the background.
Oh, alright.
Question. From where I am, given like obviously there's a passage I came from, which now has Al in it. Can I see these, like this passage here?
Yes, you could. Essentially, that would be twisting sort of round, so the two of you would have to turn clockwise and slowly push your way through. But before we come to that, Valen, what are you doing? Sorry, trying to keep it to some sort of semblance of an order.
I guess Valen will be continuing on the path west. So he kind of walk, I guess, along the fence slowly.
Okay, so what do you want to specifically do?
Continue moving in like this direction, like just keep moving along the path.
Make a mobility check for me then, going along the dotted line. Ooh. Oh, buddy, gonna miss the furnace. As you move, your many arms are more of a hindrance. And again, I've described before, you move a bit like Huggy Wuggy in these tight spaces, and you press one of your biomechanical arms to the wall and go to pull yourself, and there's a squelching and a pustule bursts and floods the vent you're in with sick pus from the side of the red hook. Metal caves in and you duck. Your suit holds. The radiation doesn't flood you yet, but the noise. The red hook latches begin to let out this awful noise, and some of the ones that have recharged a little bit hop down and begin to investigate. What are you gonna do? I will say, Caspian, Alfred, the one above you goes and starts crawling, dragging its heart along the ground behind it.
I think Caspian would definitely look at Al with a big wide-eyed. What the hell? What do we do?
Oh shit, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
That's what Fane is like. In between choking on us.
Um, I believe Stinger will try and keep moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like, last thing is to be stationary in this situation. And will try and twist himself into one of the vents
Okay.
as quietly as he can. And doing it in time with the hum of the generator, if you know.
Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm with you. Would you guys like to see a picture? Actually, I'm gonna. No, don't worry. Let me put it in. I'll upload it to Foundry so that I can show it to Novo as well. So, anyone who is taking any movements, I need mobility checks. Liam, you haven't spoken in a while, and I'm going to bully you. What are you doing?
So,
Hmm?
so what is around me currently?
Vents, pipe work. This is alien. You tell me. Sorry, it's as far as I'm concerned. You're in vents and tunnels. So if you think there could be stuff in there to help you, roll with it. What are you thinking?
Is there like? I'm assuming assumedly for different compartments there would be kind of pressurization and depressurization for other sections. There will be control panels for that.
To a degree, but these are just vents. They're not, access control. You'd need to get to a control node for that sort of thing. If that makes sense. You could attempt a distraction. It's up to you guys. Also, for the sake of everyone and showing Novo as well, this is what you were looking at.
Very nice. The castle. I like it.
He's had a bad day.
So on the next junction, is there an access tube that can be shut off?
Make an observation check. That's how we do this. We see if it goes.
Two successes.
Two successes, yes. You can see that if you are able, where are you? You're there. If you're able to go up past these latches and get to number 3, you would be able to get control over the ventings. That's the main upflow exhaust.
I am going to try and sneak past the lurchers.
Okay, make a mobility check for me.
Shit. 3 successes, 1 stress.
Okay. What did you roll on the stress? You can stress increases by 1. I'll come to that in a second then. One moment. Just spamming Novo with grotesque artworks, all is well. Life is as it should be. So Liam, You managed to get all the way up, but something isn't right. You've had to crawl the entire way, and something is dripping on you. As you've crawled, you look up, and you're crawling upside down, essentially, finger in the grating, pulling, and crawling on top of you, sort of just half a second behind, your fingers move, and it touches where your hand just was. A female latcher, sort of, and it's gone with you. It doesn't know you're there, but it has followed. We will return to you. Let's go back to Caspian and Alfred.
So I got 1 success, no failures on my mobility.
Okay.
So that was for getting around the bend.
Yeah. So, no problem. You're able to slide in and go down this bend if needed.
In doing so, would I have seen, like, maybe
Yes.
Carlisle's feet?
I would say that
Gone
Carlisle
by?
probably actively passes you in that moment.
In which case, like, keeping the captain's order to kind of group up, I would stick my head, like, into that channel and just look at the direction she's gone.
You see Kalaya's boots and sort of upside down butt retreating northwards towards the controls of the vents.
I'll turn back to see if Al has followed me, because I'm not leaving the captain behind.
Al, what are you doing?
I will in turn move with. Obviously, given that it is a cramped space, I am allowing for both of us time to maneuver and not be right on top of each other as we try and move in case something does occur. So you need another mobility check, correct?
Yes, please, sir.
Yeah, there we go. You bitch.
David.
He is next to the generator.
He is, which is the only reason I'm not having a latcher find him. But a latcher does hop across and is now blocking the way, but does not know you are there. You are cut off. Okay.
Because I am still by the generator, and I tap the equivalent of Morse code through the comms, which I know Pat would be able to pick up on. It's saying, essentially meaning, cut off, locate others, or find others.
As you tap, is this through the comms? Just beep 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 beep.
Yes, this is
Okay,
through
not
the
physical
comms.
tap.
No, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
And I'll repeat it 3 times so that he knows it's not just a random, like, oh look, somebody's pushed on the comm button or whatever as they're moving.
Yep.
And then I'll just go dead silent for a moment and wait and see what the latcher does.
Okay. Valen, we're back to you.
I did a mobility check and I just was also in stress.
Yep. As you've done that, you've ended up here at this cross junction in the vents. Heading east, you can see a latcher has jumped down into the vent and is slowly moving towards you. One hand ponderously at a time, just... And then as you sort of glance back, the only way is up. That would take you to the surface if you had to. But looking south and down, This latcher, I'll put it at +1 meter to tell the difference, is not in the vent, but is crawling above it. What would you like to do?
I guess I have to go south.
Okay,
Was that another mobility?
it will be.
Oh wow, what a shock.
That's a lot of shock, but it is a success. Heart, Phil. Not dissimilar to the heart of that latcher. Pounding in your chest. You do something that you've not done in so long. You slink your arms back into their receptacles, so you essentially have this giant tumor on your back, and you climb using your human hands forwards. Smaller frame, and you're able to slip past and under this latcher as it crawls above you. Alright, everyone roll me a d6. This is a party check to see what happens with the sun.
Shit.
It's okay. You want 4 ups, essentially. You should all have access to the dice tray at the bottom of the screen.
Wait for this to change for alien, so it only gives us access
In that
to
case,
press
slash
dice
roll
or place.
space 1d6 will do it.
Sorry, what?
Slash
What's
roll
the command?
space 1d6. Okay, we've got a 4, a 1, a 6, and a 5. The latchers raise their heads, and you see their hearts retreat back into their chest. One latcher goes so far as to even shove it back in. The skin folds back into place as you see the red hook dims and the light of the sun fades to the other side of the red hook. The latchers snarl and snap at each other. They're moving with this lethal fluidity now. Am I super red to you guys? And they begin moving, all of them, back into this singular access port. Oh, that's David. Don't move him in there. There we go. The last one gets to the edge and pukes over the entrance before my brain went to Bugs Bunny Looney Tunes and closing the hatch above its head as it slides down the cord deep into the red hook. All is silent. The latches appear to have gone.
Having the last message from the captain, Caspian would have started making his way in the way he only knows one person has, he thinks, oh, Carlisle's feet went this way.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Valen is with her. He's only confirmed that someone's gone this way, so he'll make his way up this passage.
As you find Kalia there, Liam, what were you going to do with the vents? You still have an opportunity to use them.
Oh, I'm not at the control center, am I?
You are now. You moved all the way up there.
Ah.
That was the end of the round, and now we're back to you.
I was going to look to see if there's what kind of purge protocols there are. Not purge protocols, alarm protocols. If I can set certain sections on alarm, so I can draw the attention of the lurchers to a specific section.
Okay. However, that's not so needed now in regards to, obviously the latches have gone down, except for those two up there for some reason who I've missed. But there are a number of options here. You would be able to see that where the map of Red Hook, one moment, if I load it back up, command level, docking ring, industrial layout, the tunnel, the tube that you've just seen the latches go down is, fucking text shouldn't be there, and I can't get rid of it for some reason. How incredibly annoying. Is it a region? Yeah. Oh well. Is right here in the area known as the pit. Now, pit is a relatively common term in Voidcall. It's same as like kennels for spaceships, right? The pit tends to be where the slurry goes, where all the waste goes, where all the corpses go.
Oh dear. Has the pit itself...
For context,
Does that-
you guys are currently at the cradle. Just for context.
Does that have? Does the pit itself, from this area that I'm in at least, do I have any control over the protocols there?
No. You can get readings, but that's about it.
What readings do I get?
That would be a contact roll, good sir.
Two whole successes.
Currently at the cradle. Yeah. 2 whole successes. The readings coming from the pit are strange. The readings coming from the pit are strange. There's always life forms in the pit. It's inevitable. Just, you know, space vermin, clone stock, people who go dumpster diving, lattice diving isn't uncommon. People will deliberately go into the boiling vats to try and, like, grab aberrant clone stock and boil it down into black market lattice. So, seeing life signs is what you expected, but you don't see life signs. It's a square screen with white dots for each sign of life, right? You just have a white screen.
Oh dear. I'm assuming that Stinger is with me at this point.
Mm-hmm. We need to take a 5-minute break in a minute, by the way, guys. Just being asked.
I would gesture to Stinger for him to look over at the screen and whisper to him. It looks to be that the readings are either indeterminate or off the scale. I don't know. What do you make of it? It's static.
It looks a lot like static.
Would I, being a bit more familiar with ships and such, would this be anything familiar to what I would have come across in any of my dealing?
Survival check.
Uh, 2 successes, 2 fails.
Okay, you panic and you... This is a sensor overload. So this could either be that there is so many life forms down there that they just blot up the screen like ants. Could be. Which I think is what you're all thinking. Or it could be as simple as someone damaged the cameras. Someone damaged the sensors. And it's delivering back corrupted feed.
Is there any way from this terminal to alter the threshold marks on the sensors?
Yes, but you'll need Comtech 5, and Valen would probably need to help with a heavy machinery check, because you're going to have to rewire and actively cheat, essentially.
In which case I would turn to Goliath. Not much I can do by myself. Maybe if I had an engineer. Where's Valen? I thought he was with you. This is like the first time Singer kind of realizes the other person he thought would be here isn't here.
After the crane incident, we got separated. And they got sucked out into the vacuum of space, thanks to that piece of inept engineering. I'm glad that Phelan was there, though. He saved my life, but I do not know where he's gone.
The captain was behind me, but we got split.
Ah, no great loss. Anyway, moving on.
Harsh.
Well, bit harsh, Evan. I will open my comms to Al, and quietly, just because I'm not fully sure he's completely alone.
Mm-hmm. I'll say, is it worth saying Valen's tuned in on this as well?
Possibly, I'd say. I think. Like, I'm not specifically going for the captain, but it's like met up with Karlaya with 7. We're in the control room, head upwards.
Okay.
Like, it's just a very short message.
Okay. What's the captain going to do, David?
Can I make an observation check to make sure that I am all clear and that I'm certain that the latch that was just above me has moved away?
Yeah, go for it.
That is 2 successes.
Nice. You appear to be in the clear. They've gone, now they've re-energized, they've gone back inside.
Yeah, I didn't mean to sound overly harsh on that one. He is my rival.
Over the comms, just quietly, now that I'm at least clear of them, I will in turn respond. All seems to be clear. Clear on my end, moving up. Archers seem to have left. Keep it quiet for any stragglers.
Okay.
I will respond to that response. Valen's whereabouts unknown.
Vaden, you can hear this if you wish to interject.
Yeah, I guess Valen was like waiting for the sound of quiet, so he would respond and say, I'm here. I managed to get into a vent. I got stuck in a like pulse chamber. I'm out of that now, and I think I'm all good to get out of these wonderful places.
So,
Understood, Valen.
as you decide what to do, if you need to keep pushing, the only way is down, and you're gonna need to go down that capillary into the belly of the beast. I know it's a little early, but I have been asked because I know people needed to get stuff sorted. So we're going to take our 5-minute, 10-minute break here, okay? And we'll come back at 10 to, absolutely latest at 10, okay? Sound good?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I've got a few people asking to take a break. So, we will be right back. Let us see what happens as you descend into the pit. So, back to it. Before you go down the umbilical cord, what preparation do you want to make?
Can myself and Valen attempt that check to rebuild the sensor?
Yep, you can. So I would need a con check from you with a minimum of 2 successes, and a 3 success heavy machinery check from Valen.
So I get my +2.
Yes, you would.
And I believe I +2 because of one of my machines. Let's do this.
Ooh.
Great.
Right. Oh.
So the two of you are playing with this access panel, trying to get it to work, but unfortunately there's a and the screen just goes black.
That's not good. Yeah, no, there's no getting this thing back up and going. Sorry, Captain. I was hoping we'd be able to tidy up the sensor signals. Give us a bit of a heads up, but I think this wire is after getting fried.
Alright, just look. Did what you could. No doubt these things have probably ended up fucking with some of the cable and link to it as well. There's nothing we can do right now. Just have to go in blind.
Well, not completely. 7. I did notice that these things, they do have a central harsh organ. It's located center mass. It is hidden behind like layers of flesh, but your rifle should be able to punch through that. You there, 7? I do.
Ooh, sorry.
Waving hand in front of the.
Sorry, I think my headset's a bit squiffy. What was that?
I was just Caspian was telling you about the heart organ. He didn't know if you had seen it, but he definitely did.
I don't think I did I?
You would,
I don't
all
think
of you
so.
would have seen the sunbathing that they were doing. Like, all of you were close enough to them. Novo's just messaged Pat paying attention.
Forgive me, Stinger. I was too busy trying to not wake them up, but... What would you suggest in this circumstance?
Well, it was just more to make sure like it's a clear target to hit.
Well, I have a rifle for a reason, pointed in a direction, and like any good and well-behaved gunner, I shall shoot.
Right,
Pardon me.
Bless you.
I think we just need to take a second to. My hands are still shaking a little bit. Before we
If
head
you
down,
want to take a
Captain.
little bit of time, you can.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You can reduce stress with banter and RP interactions and such things.
That's what I was going for.
Valen regales him of his tale in the bursting the pus. Oh, nearly drowning.
Grim.
Oh.
And this relieves stress. How?
Caspian has a fond flashback moment hearing all that was of one of the times he was connected up with the ship with the Babylon, floating in the sack.
Oh.
floating in the sack.
I love that I'm
is-
disgusted and I designed this world. Like, this is all my fault. Like,
Yeah, it is.
Floating in the sack. That is disgusting.
that is grim.
Floating.
Alright. When you're ready. This is the
And
closest I
do
could
we, when with RPing and taking a rest
Mhm.
like that,
find. You would
what
store...
do we reduce?
So, do any of you have the banter talent? Or gallows humour? Anything like that?
No.
No.
Okay, so those are talents that let you reduce stress through like party interaction, stuff like that. Everyone can reduce stress by 1, by taking time to rest and by talking. And I would say everyone can restore a hit 1 health as well if they are indeed wounded.
Do we get rid of any of the stress responses?
Ooh.
Can I also interject? I have calming presence,
Okay, fantastic.
so the only person who wouldn't benefit from it is myself. So obviously, as we're prepping, we'll be going over plans. I'll be talking to everybody. Essentially, give everybody a little pep talk about what we're going to do, which I'll RP in a second, which would remove an additional stress for everybody.
Okay, then everyone can remove an additional stress. Absolutely.
Great.
So everybody else loses 2, I lose 1.
Nice.
And just about the stress responses, do we lose them or?
I will say that you can all remove 1 stress response from yourselves.
I do not have that. I can remove deflated. Remember, it's left click for some reason when you
Yeah.
go over it.
It's annoying.
I got rid of shakes.
Yeah, I've got rid of deflated. I'm no longer a balloon.
I'll let it be your choice.
I'm gonna get rid of net up. I think that's a nice deuce decision.
Okay. Pat? Were you going to get rid of Pat?
I got rid of shakes.
Okay, and Liam?
I also got rid of the shakes.
Okay. Steeling yourselves. You look down. Gravity is low. You have a choice. Climb down hook by hook, or jump and free fall silently. 1 runs the risk of being heard, but without control. With control, 1 allows you not to be heard without control.
Falling with style it is.
Is there still gravity going along here,
Very,
or is
very,
it still
like I say,
0 G?
very light gravity.
I imagine moon style gravity, like it's.
Yeah, even lighter to be honest. And
Alright,
this
so
fight,
we're
it
not
will
gonna
get
take-
stronger the deeper you go, though. So what's the decision?
I would assume that, given this area, that there is a control panel to control the ventilation on which direction it goes.
This is just the closest artwork I could quickly had for where you guys are. This isn't. This is from the vents, if you remember.
Yeah.
So don't take this literally. I just wanted an artwork of a pit into hell, basically.
Yeah. Don't pay attention to the bed where it says "Hear it calling you home" and praise growth by.
Well, you're welcome to pay attention
Carla.
to those. They're little things for me, but you know.
Right. So what is around me at which point? Because I'm looking
You
to see
guys are
if I
still
can.
on the exterior of the Red Hook, looking down a hole into the depths of the space station.
Because specifically, what I'm trying to look for is a it's like an airlock system. Because if we're going to go down deeper into the deeper into the pit where the gravity will be more usual. I'm looking to see if there is an access panel where we can control how that gravity behaves.
Problem is there's no reason for air down where you're going. We're still going to be on air supply checks.
Also, just so controlling the gravity of the station would possibly require controlling the spin of it, which definitely wouldn't be in one.
It's not
little
down here, no, that's
panel.
on top level command center.
Caspian will turn to Al. So, Al, cables or free fall?
Cables, we go in silent. We can at least potentially get a drop on them.
Well,
Free fall,
cables,
we
they're going to
lose them.
hear.
Yeah.
It's the other way around.
No, yeah, free fall, we can slowly descend. Yeah, you know what I meant. My brain is brained.
Brain is brain.
Brain is
Okay,
brain.
Brain is brain.
We could drop in, go silent, utilize the natural gravity, but obviously the lower we get, the faster we fall, and we may suffer some sprains. Not worse if we fuck up the landing. Much as I just want to barrel in there and fucking with them all. I know these things are fucking dangerous. Ah. Fucking not enough bodies to do what I want. And I never was. And like I'll be muttering to myself, like, what would
He's
Cap
going
do in this?
crazy.
Can't think. What would Cap do in this situation?
So, what's the
Hang on a
final?
minute.
What's the final decision?
Just out of curiosity,
Hmm.
can I throw a flare down and then using observation to determine where the gravity starts to peak, as well as also illuminate our landing zone?
Ooh, that's kind of spicy. I will say it's going to be really hard because you're dropping a flare, and it's not exactly
Yep.
easy to see at the best of times. But I will let did you inform everyone of this plan?
I will. I mean, to be fair, because I didn't put it to the. I didn't say, oh look, you know, what do people think? I'm just going to start moving to do it. Realistically,
It's more
As-
if you tell everyone what they're going to do, you could. I will let everyone make the observation check, and you'll massively increase your chances of success.
okay. I will inform them. I'm throwing a flare down. We're going grav style. I'll essentially say we're going grav style. Watch the flare. And then go like that. So be okay, everybody. Fuck it, we're going down grav style. I'm launching a flare down to illuminate our landing zone. Keep an eye on it. Where it starts to descend faster, that's where we know gravity starts picking up. Use this as a chance to figure out where you want to land. And I will yeet a flare, light a flare and throw it down.
Okay. What's everyone else
I
going to do
will-
at the same moment?
I will follow the path of the flare using the spectrum spotter.
Do we get a boost on the observation roll, or is it just normal?
So, is that the spectrum spotter? I will say that everyone can have +1 dice for the spectrum spotter.
Okay.
Now, observation checks. Just successes will show you how far down it goes. 3 successes and I will give you details of your landing. 5 successes will show you how deep the rabbit hole goes and how the gravity kicks in. Ignore stresses, remove any stresses you generate.
Okay. And we're getting a +1 modifier,
Plus
correct?
1 modifier.
3 successes for Stinger.
3 successes for me. And I will remove my stress and whatever condition that may have arrived from it. So yeah, I'll remove my frantic and my stress die. Wait. Oh wait, no, that I must have seen Stinger's roll at the same time. I got 1 success. Do beg your pardon?
It's okay. So let's check in with Novo. Cool, see the RP element dropping the flare, yeah. So, 1 success, 3 more from Caspian, nice. Who hasn't rolled? Kalaya with the push of the 2. Okay. The flare. Red light blooms in the dark. And you drop it and it... So slow. Like a countertop that refuses to fully end. It spirals, illuminating metal plating, grating, flesh, deeper skin. I need you all to make a mobility check. You just need 1 success. Pardon me.
I just fucking removed you.
You all throw yourselves back in the last pitch second as a pillar of fire billows out of the hole. You've learnt a very important lesson. The gases in the pit are flammable.
Speaking of flames, is the fire still going?
I'm very glad you've learnt this lesson before going in and lighting a flare, because I'm not going to lie, I was looking forward to that.
Out of curiosity, is this like, you know, the hell, the portal to hell, you know, the gas thing that is still lit for the last
I will say
50
that it
years?
ignites for a little while, but not from the gas. From like this is like the gas is like phosphorate. It's like cow farts, you know. But I will say there's enough meat down here that you now have a brightly lit tunnel to go down. But unfortunately, this is where the sort of airlocks come in. The fire will quickly die because, of course, no air, no fuel to burn. So you've only got maybe seconds before that light dims.
I will just vault over.
I follow the captain.
I will literally say, as I'm like just prior to me vaulting, alright, we know where we're going, everybody down. And just vault over. I don't wait for a response, I just lead.
I respect that. I respect that a lot.
Stinger goes with him. As my
Kalaya will
knee.
follow.
Okay. You leap over the railing. You make prayers to Morvelos. You plummet. Morvelos, Camael, Thraha, Pantheon, deliver us. As you descend into the Red Hook, David, you look up. There's a figure watching you fall. The canine head just tilts as a dog follows you down into the tunnel.
I'm getting a puppy! Screw
You,
you, Liam, I get one before you.
it's death. Not a good puppy
What
to
better dog to have on your side?
He's not. Oh boy.
He's the bestest boy. Have you not seen the
For
puppy Grim
Camael,
Reaper?
maybe, but. Oh boy, that doesn't bode well, does it? Okay, we've got a we've got a suicidal captain, folks. Bodes fucking well. So, as you fall, you drift. You land. You air supplies kick in. Hemoazide floods your system. The warmth of blood rushing through your veins. Okay, you're good. Your kit is okay. You've got a soft landing. That's important. You've landed on something soft. But as you've fallen, the lights have dimmed. You are stood in pitch darkness. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna turn my flashlight on.
I turn on my high beam flashlight, and I think everyone should have one. I know they're still in my inventory for some reason,
I have one.
but I did give high beam
Yeah,
flashlights to everyone.
In front of you, before you do any further, in the sludge there is a discarded item. Think the equivalent of like a 40k servo skull. This is a piece of piece of technology that has a little bit of the old hard light tech to it, so proper relic shit. This is an auto mapper. It's a type of clone stock bird, essentially, that will auto map a place for you. And you see that it's on its side, breathing heavily, with its head, which is mostly bionic, going boom, 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 boom.
I reach out to pick it up.
You pick it up, and it. This thing has a direct map of where you are. You could download it if you wished.
I was just gonna ask, can I connect to this using my diagnostic device?
Yes, absolutely. It would just be an easy little contact just to download the map.
So can I want to download the map, but I also want to keep this.
Yeah,
thing.
you can keep it. I'll add something like it to your inventory.
Can I just confirm, is this similar to the PUPS mapping device that I have?
Yes, very similar.
Cool.
Though yours is a short-ranged version. This is like a long-distance. Think Hunt Showdown scout drone.
Yeah.
Okay.
The pups
So
will
your
do
device
like
is-
a room or two. This will do a city, but it will take time.
This gives device gives me +2, so roll com check. I get 2. So 2 successes on the contact.
Okay. I will add you all to the map. This is what it scans out, and this is what is on your displays. But you can't see the tokens. Oh, you shouldn't be able to. You will see that there are network capillaries that link each of the rooms. And you will see that there are vents that you can use to traverse the rooms if you also desire.
Okay, I take the. I just for some reason I'm just imagining like a crow skull, like just a server skull that's like shaped like a crow skull.
Yeah,
kind of
I'll
thing.
make an artwork of it.
Yeah, and I will like put it into my suit so that it kind of merges into it and connect. Like that's how I connected to it. So I'm keeping this to try and repair it and get it back up and running.
Sounds good. So, as you stand and you get this display, it maps out. It maps out everywhere. What would you like to do? You are currently stood in the drainage pool. And looking down, you see that this is decaying meat, all the stuff that's just been dumped. What are we gonna do?
Where are we on the vertical map?
On the vertical map, you are in the upper vents here. You've literally come down this pipe and landed splat there. You see what I mean?
Okay.
But
Yeah.
not all of this is on the same level. So were you to go to the hatchery, you would go down to level 2. You see? Like, it's all
Yeah.
this. It's really hard doing 3D maps.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. That's why I'm like... That's why I'm asking to try and
Yeah.
get an idea of where each one is.
The brood pit is the entirety of that second lowest level, and from the map, it doesn't know what, but there is something below.
Part of me wants to just yeet a flare into the brood pit. So I still have one left. It's an option. We've got it as a backup plan, and this time it won't be Pat killing us by fire. It'll be me.
Gonna say it's one person per campaign, right?
Right, guys? Right?
The image I just had in my head, by the way, before we return to serious RP, is I'm sure it's not named literally. Fuck's sake. Hey, that's where they take the shit from their ambushes. The reason it's the ambush trailer is it has this, which is how they get into the vents. That's where you would have ended up had you made your way here through the vents. That's why it's called the ambush trailer. What I will say though is Pat now has a bird, which is probably a crow. Nevermore, anyone?
If it starts giving off any voice responses in Irish,
Ahoy there!
Given we're on an extermination mission, I think Caspian will point out hatchery as a big target that we need to hit.
yeah, I do agree. Sting-up problem is we also know they're very, very eager to react to their young in danger. How many of you have flares? I've got one left. As it
Not so many.
stands.
No flares, Captain. Cutting torch, service pistol, Molotov.
Sorry, what did you say, Phil?
I don't have any.
Sorry, yeah, it just came through a little bit rougher on my end, that was all. No problem. 7, do you have any flares, or am I barking up the wrong tree?
You're barking up the grenade tree. I have a flare, but it will be remarkably more dangerous.
I'm aware. That's why I'm saying if we're going to attack the hatchery, my hope is to use mine on the brood pit. Try and lure them all in there, and have mine dropped and incinerate a large portion of them all in one.
Captain, might be worth checking out this bone heap. Who knows what they might have thrown away as not needed.
Very good call, actually. See if we can't get any other equipment. We know they only go for organic matter, as it seems. Case in point with your new friend. Right.
As an alternative solution, I believe that a ample distraction would be to and Kalai would smack her lips at this.
I don't trust
Burn
it,
the
does that.
hatchery. Burn the hatchery. You'll incense the hive, most certainly, but they will be distracted enough trying to save what is left of their spawn.
Okay, I think. So, as far as I see it, we've got plan of action currently. Loot the bone pit. Light the hatchery on fire. Then light the brood pit on fire. And whatever's left after that will die to bullets. And then under my breath, damn dog's not getting me today.
Don't blaspheme.
Still hearing that, like Stinger will give Al just a quick glance, but never mind. And can I start going this way? Is this like a passage to the bone heap?
Yeah, you can go through those capillaries. Are you just walking casual, or what's the plan?
Quiet, I assume.
I would say mobility checks for stealth for anyone who wants to.
Yeah, I will also bring out my... I'll go with my pistol. I'll have it ready. And then I'll make my mobility check.
Pistol as
Likewise,
well.
my pistol is up and ready.
Okay. Did I hear Phil there in the middle of that?
Yeah.
What do you say, buddy?
Pistol as well.
Pistol ready as well. Okay. Have I made you guys nervous?
A little. How can you tell?
Well, I'm sorry. It's my job. I love my job. It's a good job.
It's the whole point of this campaign. Nerves.
Nerves and stress, baby. Nerves and stress. So, you move. Sliding through capillary tunnels. There's no metal around you now. Sweat drenches your skin, and your armored suits respond. Pat, as you push through these capillaries with Valen behind you, your EVA suit, which is symbiotically linked to you, purrs, and you feel the synth skin wrap tighter around your own skin, hairs intermingling as it shies away from the walls. Kalaya, Alfred, where are you going?
Bone pit as well for me.
Bone pit, okay.
Like I said.
Liam, you going on your own? Or do you wish to go to the hatchery and start laying down some grenades? Grenada.
Captain, permission to start a distraction.
Not yet. Let's loot. Let's find what we can first. From the bone pit. Once we've got a potential increase in equipment, then we can purge.
Would it help if I said please? And she'd start walking towards the captain, dejected.
As much as I appreciate the manners, as it wouldn't help, we have need of any and all resources that we can gather, any weaponry, equipment, potentially even more grenades for you to use in your little ambush. Why have, the explosion that you're potentially going to generate when it can be 10 times, when we can make it much bigger?
I hate it when you have a point.
Every woman I've ever known does.
Touche, Captain. Touche.
So, you move The darkness wrapping around you, the tension building. It's weird. What's not here, guys?
The latches.
Where might they be?
Probably feeding / hunting.
You step into the bone pit, the door to it, because there is still some mechanic down here, sliding with a slick and opens up like a pair of wings. Inside are the bits that can't be eaten. Bones litter the ground, most scratched and gnawed on. The clone stock, as you've learned, do not need sustenance, meat for sustenance. They kill for sport. And here is where you find their victims, dumped and left to rot. Now, the bone pit is empty, except for the bones. You do not see any latches. What do you want to do?
Can I shuffle through the pile of bones for anything useful?
Observation checks if you wish to. Okay, that's 2 successes. 3 from Alfred. 4 with Caspian. Liam, you're going to add to this. The more you get, the bigger the result.
Or Granadas. That's all I have to say to
5.
Liam.
5 successes.
I want more.
At 5 successes, will you please roll me a d6?
I was
Each.
about to push.
You can push if you wish, and please do so, but do so swiftly.
I will.
Yeah!
Was mine not probably push as well, to be fair. Not push as well. So
Would you
that's an
like to
additional
see-
success.
Would you like to see Pat's new pet, by the way?
Yes.
It's in active
Yes, please.
link.
So
Quite done yet, but nearly there.
I got a total of 2 successes. I got 3 in total. So everybody's just rolling a d6, is that correct?
I just... No.
Oh, no,
I
just
only needed one d6.
d6.
It depends on what
Got it.
table you go on. Okay. In the bone heap, you start pushing through. There's little bits. Most of it's beyond use. It is just salvage. But lying at the bottom, sort of wedged in the congealed blood, so thick with viscera that it has sort of sealed into like a mud, you can see like a blade that's sticking up out of the mud.
Okay, I'll go investigate the blade and see what it is.
Okay. Do you like pull it out the mud? Describe how you investigate.
I will pull it out of the mud.
Okay, roll me a d6. Just flat 1d6. Actually, I'll roll it because it's easier.
Okay.
Oh no. Okay. I saw the 1. The 1 was TPK. The 1 was campaign over. But it's not. It's a 4.
One was we just pull out and it's just it turns out to be a mimic.
Not a mimic.
And the
because
entire
of a
bone
mud.
pit is...
This is a Hellcat missile.
Oh.
This is live ordnance. This has been dumped down here from, maybe a damaged artillery feed to the Red Hook's defense platforms. or maybe a latcher carried it down here for, you know, maybe a former life as a loader clone stock. Liam, you grab the fin and you pull, and you literally pull out this fleshy, kind of like a ballistic tampon, with fangs lining the side of it.
Why would you ever describe something?
I'm an artist. The world is my art.
There's
and
being an artist,
you can-
and then there's just that.
An active sanguinizine link would reveal that this thing is still alive, active, and eager to kill.
God.
Oh, I think we have something to drop in the brood pit now.
I definitely agree though. We've definitely got our main ordnance for the main event.
It's going to
How do we
require...
get them all into the one place?
There's that, but it's also not that easy just to set a missile off. They're not designed to go boom unless someone wants them to boom, you know, for safety reasons. So, also being a missile, not a bomb, this thing doesn't come with a timer. Just things to consider.
Question. I know we got the missile from the bone heap. Would there be any wires and electronics and stuff?
I would say so, yeah.
Would I be able to gather enough to make an impromptu timer?
It would be a hell of a roll. The vision I had was you guys backing the fuck up and one well play shot, but I will allow it. But obviously if you stress, there's a risk involved.
Instant detonation.
This isn't connecting it to the bomb yet. This is just like, can I make the timer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What role will this be? Contact? Assuming.
This would be heavy machinery. Comtech is hacking. Machinery, heavy machinery is crafting.
Does anyone have anything in heavy machinery?
You have a specialist. You have a specialist. Guys,
I will
Guys,
handle these
guys.
with the engineer.
Everyone is talking. You have a specialist in heavy machinery. Vela.
Yep.
Hand it over.
There you go.
Now watch me fail the throw. Do I get a plus 2?
I'll give a help action if it's allowed.
So help action for +1 dice. Your +2 comes from your talent, doesn't it? If I could find
Yeah,
an EVA
that's-
specialist. You're not currently spacewalking, so I'm afraid not.
Okay, I'll take one.
Novo is chanting TPK in the chat. Okay, 2
You're not helping
successes and
Novo.
a stress. Regardless of what you rolled. Okay, I really wish that had been private. Valen, you believe you have a working timer.
Believe or do?
When it says the +1 there in the message, do I have to manually add that, or
No,
is
no,
it
it's
done
all good.
automatically?
I have taken everything into account. You have built this timer for the missile.
I guess then I think I'm done. So I'll go. There you go.
Well, I'll leave you at help
Look.
just here, the engineer.
Sure thing.
So I assume Valen is now about to attach the timer to
So
the
it is
missile.
now on there. It's a simple twist and timer. You maybe can put a minute on it at most.
It's we're trying.
So,
I guess.
as you guys
Not
are
ready
doing
to go
this, you see climbing out of the brood pit. You can't quite see the centre of the brood pit. There's this fleshy ring to it. But you would hear this like sucking noise, and as one of the young latchers climbs out. Oh wow, you can barely see their token, my apologies. Let me add like a little effect to that or something. There you go, it's got a drop shadow now. Doesn't seem to have seen you, but it climbs out and goes to feed. What do you want to do?
Okay.
It doesn't seem to have seen us.
Doesn't seem to have done.
Okay, let's
Can I-
just try and get this bomb into the brood pit as quickly as we and quite safely as we can, and then we'll make a mess of the hatchery. Sorry, Liam, I realised as you started speaking, I just cut you off, so I do apologise.
I was going to try and gauge the behavior of the lurcher to see if it was just doing its rounds, or it's deliberately rushing off in retreat.
Please roll me an observation check.
Whilst that's happening,
Mm-hmm.
just would Caspian, having worked with chips and like seen the ordnance from them, would he know the actual blast radius of this missile? Like,
Yes.
would one of these be enough to destroy just the brood, or would it level the entire thing?
No, these are Hellcat missiles. They're often mounted on armoured personnel transports. They are designed for heat-seeking and locking on small attack craft. This will probably blow a decent hole in the Red Hook, but it won't destroy it. You know, it will probably blow off the tail of the Red Hook.
So it's enough to destroy the brood pit.
Oh, certainly. It will destroy this
And-
level.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking. Like, it's enough that we don't need to worry about the hatchery. We just need to get the missile to go.
It will destroy this. It will blow up this entire level. Quite comfortably.
Yeah. So I'm kind of hearing Al mention
Wait.
like setting off the missile and then dealing with the hatchery. Stinger will just turn to him. There won't be a hatchery
Oh,
once this thing
Katie.
goes off.
I know she's
Out
hoovering up.
of merest curiosity, has anyone kind of considered that should we, in the unlikely scenario, actually make it out of this insipid, disgusting pit, that should we, destroy this entire level, do you not think that the UN people will be angry?
I don't think they're aware of how much of a problem they have.
True, but if they are not aware of how much of a problem that they have, we will have no evidence. Ergo, they will be angry.
The missile won't incinerate everything. There will still be the physical hole that this is left. There will still be evidence of the brood pit, of everything. While they may detain us, they will send a squad to verify our claims, no?
You've clearly never been a detainee of the United Mascarian Peoples.
No, but we are operating under their command, and we are CCC operatives. They do not want to sully their relationship.
Kalai would pass Stinger on the back. Yes, We are operatives of the CCC. We're prisoners. We're worth nothing. But I do agree with you. I believe Dos Vidania is a word I would use.
Okay.
Okay,
You're gonna go towards the brood
Just-
pit then?
well, I'm just checking. Do we have a straight shot into Brood Pit through this?
No, I'm gonna
atmosphere?
describe it when you head that way.
Okay.
Right now, all you can see is the wall of flesh.
In relation to the brute pit, is the bone heap an upper level to it or a lower level to it?
All you can see from where you are is a large, slightly swollen ring of meat with pustules popping on it.
Okay.
Anyone who wants to could make a... no, you need to be closer. I was going to say Medicaid check would be good, but
I am back. I am
gonna-
plugged in.
Okay, so what was just describing, Liam, is that you've got the brood pit, which has like this rise that you guys can't see over, which sort of like this mound going around it with the vascular veins going into the brood pit, right?
Oh yeah.
But you guys aren't in the room yet, so I can't give more detail than that.
Stinger will turn to Al, and like he'll approach the door, and just like give a look over. It's like, are you ready?
Blow this. To blow it to kingdom come, you know it.
I
Right,
have
who's
my
got lever
pistol.
meat?
For the
I have my
sake of
pistol in hand.
prosperity, by the way, because Lou Kakatani is still here, we're talking with Novo in the chat about the fact that if you blow up the space station, you're going to be liable for the damage, for your debt. But I'm going to have Lou taking photos, as he would, so make a note, you have photographic evidence of what's happening down here.
Okay, I will add.
Make a note of that, because that's Mr. Bob being very nice.
Carlisle will gesture to Lou. Thank you for sparing us the execution.
He turns and just flashes you in the face of the camera. It's a good one.
I appreciate you. If you take a picture of me, I will shoot you.
Ah, well, okay.
Right,
So-
I open the door. We go in.
Moving into the brood pit, you can see the bloodstains being dragged up the side of the wall and in. Do any of you climb up the mound? At this point, there's no metal. You are walking on pustulating flesh. The walls are with the red light. There is this drumming beat to everything.
And I would like to think, at least this is what I thought we were doing, we're getting in so that we can see it and line up the missile,
Yes, I believe that is the intention.
and like not going in fully, we're just like,
All I need to know currently is are you climbing the walls to be able to see over? So I can describe what you see next.
Yeah, we can do it. I'll do a peekaboo.
Okay. Climbing up the side of the wall, you take handfuls of the meat and the clone flesh that has knitted together down here. This isn't a naturally occurring thing. This is very much if you noticed on the Red Hook, there was experimental shit down here. This is aberrant clone stock having been fused to various other crap that was happening. I would like all of you to make me medical aid checks. You can ignore stresses. Liam, due to the nature of your character, you may roll twice. Essentially, you have advantage.
So what would happen with the stress dice in this?
Ignore all
instance?
stress. This is purely if you recognise what this is.
Okay.
Just undo any stress that is accumulated.
So that is one roll. You know what? I am not going to tempt Providence. I will still roll it.
It's a pass? Ah, fucking Nora. Okay, so undo your tunnel vision, undo the shakes, etc, etc. As you climb the mound of the brood pit, each of you starts to realise something isn't quite right. It folds outwards like a petal, the mound rising up, tufts of hair sticking out and spiking into your boots. There are days as a DM where I don't really want my brother in the call. As you realise you are stood on the rim of an enormous mutant vagina.
Oh.
What is pustulating underneath your feet, sticky with membranous discharge, is what's called the labia majora, the risen ridge around female anatomy.
Never heard of it.
And Liam, uninterested now in the campaign.
Sorry guys, I'll join the next one.
What you are looking down at, from the end, so top end is Caspian, bottom end is Alfred. Alfred is looking down into a deep, chasmous sort of pit. Bear with. To the top end, there's this slant that moves up over the urethral opening, and you can see where this rise has come from, Caspian. There is the vaginal hood with a bulbous, popped clitoris that is gently feeding blooded pus into the pit, like a disturbingly fucked up waterfall.
And where we're putting the missile.
Looking down into the pit, you're not going to be able to drop the missile in. There are too many folds. Someone is going to have to go in. Abseil down. And it can't be Liam.
It can be. That'll be the ironic one.
You know when you design something and you're like, oh, this is true, disturbing horror, and then you say it out loud and you go, well, fuck me, I need help. I need Jesus today. I'm not making an artwork of this.
The only two of us who could possibly prime the bomb are me or Valen.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do a roll-off to simulate?
Who
rock,
wants
paper,
the joy?
scissors?
Let the new kid dive into the demon pussy.
So, Valen, will we do like rock, paper, scissors real quick in the form of roll a d6? Whoever's slowest goes down.
Yeah, go ahead, gents.
Okay.
Stimulate the labia.
Listen,
Oh,
I've
if
got
you wanted
one
to make it
problem
easier,
with-
you could arouse it.
I've got one problem with what Bob has said so far.
Just one?
Yes,
Honestly, guys, I'm losing my touch.
the clit is a myth.
Well, this one's missing. This one technically
I
isn't
got a
there,
four.
David.
See, so it's still a myth.
Christ.
Nobody's found it yet.
Certainly no one in
God.
this call.
Okay, so Phil, I got a 4.
Yeah. Slash R.
Strange days, gentlemen, strange days.
Really? This is your first?
4.
I wrote this
do it
weeks
again?
ago.
Go again.
Okay, who's going in?
Okay, I got a 1. It is Stinger. He is going
Stinger.
where no man has gone before.
Stinger, finding somewhere to hook the grapple and the penguin clips.
Sorry, the what?
Clips. Not penguin clit. I don't need that. I don't need Pingu suing me for pornographic content.
No,
I put it as the
no.
last one.
Give me strength. Honestly.
God doesn't exist in this world.
Morphelos, give us strength.
Pat, eventually you hammer spikes into the side of the meat. And hanging loosely, you kick off as it opens, blossoming. And you abseil down into the red hookussy. As you do so, you twist, and you are hanging in a huge basin. And you find the true horror, which now feels slightly undermined. Blossoming up from the floor of this uterus is an enormous tree made out of human flesh. Arms interlocked and stitched together, faces split open with hands spreading out. Hanging from the tree, like fruit, are the Latchers, who, having soaked up the sun's rays, are now passing their heat into this central organism to sustain their life. This is the mother of the Latchers. And you are hanging about there.
I start priming the bomb, setting the timer to what I think is 10 minutes.
Oh dear. Yes.
Yep. So I set the timer for 10 minutes. I kind of like I'm near one of these bones, I assume.
Also,
I kind of wedge it.
I was going to say, no one
behind.
loses stress for interacting with the giant opening Rookussy. That's not happening. If anything, yeah, quite.
IRL, he gains it.
Oh,
I
man.
wedged the bomb. I set the timer to start, thinking it's got 10 minutes, and I start making my way back up.
Okay.
I'm
You
not
set the
staying
timer?
here.
It's wedged in
Yeah, I've
properly,
set the
and the Latchers obviously are blind, so you know there is, and I'll be honest with you, no chance of them finding it. You slowly climb back up, all the way up until you breach the folds, and climbing out over the top of the edge, you're slick, covered in blood and juice. You've got 10 minutes. Getting out of there.
I turn. We got to move. Timer set, and they're all down there.
Let's get the fuck back to the brain pit.
So yeah, so straight back to the drainage pit.
Okay, straight back to the drainage pit, no problems. You managed to move
Even
through.
with
Go on.
I was going to say even with like a 10-minute.
Even with a 10
I
minute
don't
timer,
think
no problem.
anyone would waste time. Like we
Yeah.
will feel the shaking of we will feel the shaking from the outside.
Absolutely. No, even with a 10 minute timer, you're, as far as you can tell, good to go. As you climb up and out, you're back on the exterior, your air supply breathes in. Something's not right. 10 minutes has passed. For the sake of you knowing what's going to happen, Valen, please make me our final roll of the session with a heavy machinery check. Ignore stress. As you're going over the schematics, it's been 10 seconds? It's been 10 minutes? Oh god, that timer! It was 10 days! "10 days, and that missile will detonate." Hello?
Oh,
No. Fuck shit. Fuck.
well,
Um,
And you can't go
On
back
the one
in
hand-
now.
what we can do, Captain, is we can show the. Well, we can definitely show them they're happening and say that, well, it's all going to be gone in 10 days.
It'll certainly be better in 10 days. We've at least given them the cause and done our part
No.
a bit better than they
And a
have.
warning.
Your problem will
Might be.
certainly be resolved in 10 days. In fact, and this isn't me trying to railroad, it's just a funny idea. In 10 days' time, you could be planetside doing a mission for the temple if you wanted to be.
But we need to show like the proof before we get our MOA side.
No one needs to. Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah, that would be the other thing you'd need to do.
Well, we do have enough fuel to get to the planet and back. I should stress that, Captain. Like, we don't have enough for leaving Mars orbit. If I remember our fuel right, we are on low.
You are low, yeah.
We've got the potential just to. It's okay. We could easily make planet side in 10 days, within the next 10 days, and hopefully this will all blow over.
Yeah,
Poor choice of words.
and we could always come back, gather some evidence, and show it as proof the job was done.
No, it was the correct choice of words, but those were specifically chosen.
So, you have the choice. You could head back, show the proofs of everything, tell them you set a timer for 10 days. You could even evacuate the lower levels, make something good out of it. Or you can deal with this here and now, because in those 10 days, who knows what the Latchers will do. But, or you could just fucking run for the hills. That's another option. The choice is yours. But, for now, we are Tattletales RPG, where the table may be virtual, and really fucking fucked up sometimes, but you are certainly welcome at it. Join us next Monday for Voidcall. Please join us for Voidcall, I love this campaign. Join us Thursday for Blackthrone Pertinax. Friday for Age of Sigmar. Saturday for Blackthrone Salvation. Bye for now.
Do you hear it? The Earth is gone. We destroyed it to stop something worse.
Come closer.
We failed. It doesn't speak. It makes you listen. Now humanity survives in fragments. Colonies, wreckage, salvage. And the places we were told never to go. You are not heroes. You are what's left.
We miss you.
Return.
We are still here.
Don't forget us. Do you hear the call?